I'm clinical hypnotherapist Stephanie Conkle, and in today's video, I'm going to show you step by step how to do a very easy and quick self-hypnosis process. Now, there are many ways that you can do self-hypnosis. Some ways are more complicated than others, and I'm just going to show you a very simple way. Before getting into all of the steps, I do want to mention that self-hypnosis is good for certain issues, such as overcoming procrastination, having more motivation to get stuff done. However, I would go and see your local clinical hypnotherapist, whether local or online, if you have a more complicated issue, let's say. So if you have any sort of prolonged chronic habits, if you need to do something like smoking cessation, drinking cessation, weight loss, stuff like that, you might want to see a clinical hypnotherapist for that. Anyway, if you have high anxiety, you might want to see a clinical hypnotherapist. I sort of liken it to having a massage. So I can massage myself, right, in certain places that I can reach, and I can massage myself really well in these places. But there are some places that I just cannot reach. I just cannot even see. So of course, I hire a massage therapist or a masseuse, right, to reach those areas that I cannot reach. So if this is you and you have a more complex or complicated issue, I do recommend going to see your local clinical hypnotherapist to resolve those problems. But if you just want like relaxation, or if you want to be more open and receptive to information, to learning, to recall information, to feel good, to have more energy, things of this nature, that's what self-hypnosis is great for. So I'm going to boil down hypnosis to the most simple definition that I can give you. Because if you go and look it up, hypnosis has lots of definitions, but it's really only one thing. Hypnosis is looking inward. In its most basic, simple form, hypnosis means to look inward. So we are pushing away all outside distractions and we're going inward, right? We're going into our mind's eye. Anytime you daydream, your mind wanders off, you're in a state of trance. Now, a hypnotic trance is different than a natural trance in that a hypnotic trance is induced and a natural trance just occurs automatically, or rather spontaneously. So now we begin by taking a nice deep breath. We begin every session, whether it's self-hypnosis or I'm doing hypnosis to somebody or for somebody or with somebody. We always start with a breath and relaxation, because once the body gets relaxed, then the mind becomes more open. And when you get your vision off of the myopic, like tunnel vision, and you can expand it broader perceptually, we become more open and receptive to suggestion. Okay, deep breath in. And just start to look with your peripheral vision. I want you to keep your eyes open and just focus your awareness peripherally while concentrating on your breath and your breathing. And as you're concentrating peripherally, I want you to notice a spot in front of you and just stare at that spot on the wall as you notice your peripheral vision. This is quickly bringing you inward as you expand your vision outwardly, being fascinated on one object in front of you. In a moment, I'll have you close your eyes, but not yet. First, I want you to roll your eyes as high as they will go, as if you could see the inside of the top of your skull, as high as they will go. And now slowly close your eyelids down with your eyeballs still in the up position. You may feel a bit of a flutter. There might be some tenseness here, but then relax them all the way down. And imagine that there's a beautiful skylight or a window on the top of your head, and beautiful rays of violet or purple light is just now streaming down through the top of your head, going from the top of your head to the tips of your toes and all points in between. Take another deep breath in and send another wave of relaxation from the top of your head to the tips of your toes and all points in between, all the way down to the DNA level and beyond, relaxing every muscle, every nerve, every bone, every fiber, every cell in your body. Relaxing. And now just allow my words to drift in and out of your consciousness. Now that your body is relaxed and your mind is relaxed, whether you're listening to me consciously or whether you're listening to me only unconsciously, and you can listen to me both consciously and unconsciously, or just unconsciously, but never just consciously. And it doesn't matter to me how you're listening to me, because your subconscious knows exactly what you need in the way that you need it. However, I'm only going to give suggestions for your health and well-being, and mostly you're going to give yourself the suggestions because I don't know what your issue is. But whatever your issue is, I want a part of you to think of that issue now. Think of that issue now. And just give it permission to leave, whatever the block is. Give the block permission to leave. Let it know that it's no longer needed. Maybe it served a purpose at one point, but it's no longer needed. So just send it love and thanks and gratitude and just let that block go. And you can even imagine what the block might look like. Maybe in my imagination, it looks like just a black block. You may have a more creative imagination than I do. And what does that block look like in your imagination? Maybe it's a feeling. Maybe it's a word. Maybe it's a sense of judgment from other people or from yourself. Whatever the block is, just let it go. Give it permission to leave. Send it away with thanks and gratitude. Good. Just like that. And now imagine, visualize, or pretend that you are in a magical room. And before you is a beautiful crystal ball. It's the crystal ball that sees into your future. I don't know how far this crystal ball will see into your future, but I do know that it will see into your future to the place where you want to be, how you want to feel with your issue removed. So now as you gaze into that crystal ball, just notice that it's foggy, kind of cloudy. And as you begin to think of how you want to act and look and feel in the future with this block removed, with your issue solved and resolved, it begins to clear up. And you begin to now see yourself in the future the way you want to be. I don't know if you're living your best life or if this one little issue was cleared and that makes way for you to clear another issue and another one more easily and effectively and automatically. But what I do know is that you look better, you feel better. So notice yourself now. Notice the way you look. the way you feel. Notice that perhaps you're acting more confident. Maybe you're walking taller, a better posture. Notice the gait in your steps. And I don't know exactly how much happier you are in this future you. But I do know that it is the way you're supposed to feel and that you deserve to feel that way. Now something really odd is happening, but it feels good and it's safe. You begin to float inside that crystal ball, and your mind connects with your future body. And now feel yourself inside your future body. What does it feel like from the inside? Perhaps you're more confident. Perhaps you're more competent at something. Perhaps you just feel great about yourself. Maybe you feel relieved or joyful or at peace. Maybe you feel motivated and inspired. And I don't know how you feel. But get into those feelings now. Because these wonderful feelings are good resource states for us to bring back with us to the present moment. When I count backwards from 5 to 1, you will bring all of that energy and all of those resources from the future you back to present you. So let's begin now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're back in the present. With a present. Your future self is now your present self. And I wonder how soon you will notice the manifestation of your future self as your present self now. I don't know if you already feel the shift or whether you'll feel the shift the next time I count to 5 and wake you up out of hypnosis, or if you'll feel the shift after a good night's sleep, giving your subconscious time to really integrate all of the suggestions that you need for your health and your well-being and for you to live your best life possible. And that's right. So now as you deeply identify with the best version of yourself that is here now, you can begin to wake up from hypnosis, bringing all of your awareness and all of your attention back to the present moment, back to the sound of my voice, and back to your room. 1, bringing the energy from the room up into your body now. 2, beginning to wake up more and more. 3, waking up every muscle, every nerve, every bone, every cell, every fiber in your body, just waking up more and more. 4, clearing out the back of your lungs, the back of your throat, the back of your mouth, the back of your nose, and washing out the back of your eyes as if they've been just bathed in fresh spring mountain water. And 5, open your eyes at the rate and pace that feels best to you. Come back to the room. Take a nice deep clearing breath. Stretch, yawn, come back, pat yourself on the back for doing such an amazing job. And anytime you want to do some self-hypnosis in the future, all you have to do is relax. Think about your issue being gone. Start visualizing how you want your life to be as if it's already happening now in the present. Maybe that means going into the future and grabbing the energy from the future and bringing it back to the present. Or maybe you can just pretend that your present has already manifested what you wanted. It'll work the same way either way. Give yourself enough time to do this in a wonderful little trance state. Now, I don't know how light or how deeply you went into hypnosis today. With self-hypnosis, you don't have to go very deep. You just have to get yourself into a good frame of mind. Just get yourself to go inwards and to close out the rest of the world, focus inwards, and then just be very clear about what you want, imagining yourself already having it. Please let me know how that worked for you. And if you'd like to learn hypnosis or get certified in hypnosis, then I want you to check out the link that I have below, and I will see you in class.